Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is Wednesday, 6/23, 2021, and that means it's Marvel and Indie Pickup Day. Um, Unfortunately, no Marvels this week. I There was like two Marvels I was gonna pick, but just budget wise, I mean they got passed over. It was gonna be Heroes Return and Gamma Force, I think was the name, tying with the Immortal Hulk. I will be looking for them maybe tomorrow or the next day. It's just I didn't pick them up today. But these are the books that I couldn't pass on. We'll get into them. So first up, Something is Killing the Children, number 17, cover A. This should be the add-on addition to her origin story. We got young Erica Slaughter, and she's going to be, we're going to be seeing her in the House of Slaughter, mixing with some other, the Slaughter members, getting to know a little more of them. Really looking forward to it. The last issue was really good, getting to know a little bit. I mean, it was like a piece of her origin, so this should be a little more meatier, hopefully. Next up, from Image, we have Shadecraft number 4. I have this is cover A by Lee Garbett. I've enjoyed this series so far. The last issue was kind of like a major cliffhanger, and it's kind of what I was waiting for. It has been a slow start. The first issue was really good. The second issue was kind of built up on story, so it slowed down. But nothing wrong with the pacing. It's still a good book. It's just it's taken a little longer to kind of grab hold of you type thing. So I'm hoping with the end of the last issue and the spoiler that we got, hopefully this issue will be a little more, heavy and intent on the story, grab me in there. We've kind of seen some of the bad guys, like the shadows that are trying to get her and her brother, even though we find out it might be just her. But I don't know, we'll see. Next one is like a grail win. I get to do a little dance, because I completed a story. I love completing stories, the completion me. Once I start a story, I do not like stopping the story, no matter how bad it is, no matter how good, no matter nothing. I mean, I've started movies that the first 10 minutes I wanted to turn it off. Mike don't do that. Mike will sit through the whole thing and watch it regardless, because it's a story and you never know. The ending could be a lot better than the beginning. But this one I've been excitedly waiting for is Stray Dogs number 5 by Image Comics, Trish Forrester. I mean, this book, I just love this book. It's there's a lot of comparisons, but basically it's like ladies in the, a Disney version of Lady and the Tramp meets horror. It's about some dogs that get rescued by what looks out to be like a murder, and one of the dogs has realized that that she's recognized that this guy is a killer that possibly killed her owner, and she's trying to get all the dogs on. And this issue, it's going to be, even on the cover, it looks like we got some dog attacks going on. It looks like the dogs are finally going to get their day. Either that or it could go the other way, and hopefully not. But maybe the killer. I don't know, but I've been excited for that, so I can do the whole review on that story. As a whole, I have a shorter review. I think the first 3 issues. So I've really been looking for one to complete the review, read the story. I have it in my collection. Yay! I was kind of undecided about the horror theme or the regular cover. I went with the regular cover because it's first print. And I have a lot of the other horror homages. I'm pretty sure they'll be around the Friday the 13th. I don't think it's going to be like highly sought after homage cover. Last but not least, the last comic I got was a question that I had asked the community, and we kind of go with what we want, but it's always better to get other people's opinions too. And guess what? I think it was 7 votes for vinyl over MKFC or whatever it was. So guess what? I went with vinyl. I love horror books as it is. I had already kind of read a little preview, the first couple pages, and I'll just show you a little bit. But the art is amazing. It's got a full cover spread. And just, the first couple pages that we got, I think this is as far as I read, the first 2 pages. And just, based on the art, what was going on, and the little bits of story that you got, I mean, I was kind of digging it. So I'm glad that everybody else was kind of on board with this. And Jerry, I would love to spend $60 on one Golden Age comic book, but that means I couldn't have gotten the 16 other books that I got. But I want some Golden Age money and some Silver Age. I want them comics too. But yeah, vinyl number 1. I'm really excited to. They had 2 covers. I think one with his mask and one without. I kind of like the whole teddy bear bloody mask thing. I don't know. It speaks to me. Okay, so this is a community shout out, and I wanted to pinpoint five different YouTubers, and the first 3. Well, let's go with the first one. The first one, I show up in her. Okay, first and foremost, I am not a Funko fan anymore. I used to have a very big collection. My ex-wife, I don't know, one day I got home and the collection was gone, and she had went and sold it all. I think at the time I had over 1,000 Pops. I think I had like 20 chases, not a lot, but I mean I've been collecting Funko from the beginning. I do still have some of the original bobbleheads, but as far as regular Pops, I don't have any. Honestly, I just, I mean, I love Pops because they're like $10. They're, little statue action figures. They vary in like all kind of pop culture genres. So I mean, there was a Pop for me in everything: movies, comics, artists, ads. Ads were my favorite Funkos, but I'm not a huge Funko guy. So I like Funkos. Don't get me wrong. I like the community. I like I love looking at Funkos. But as far as purchasing them, hoping for one in a giveaway, I'm not really worried about it. If I got a Funko in a giveaway, I'd probably give it to somebody that would really want a Funko. That's not to say I wouldn't cherish the gift, but it's just one of those things that after you lose something, you have to make, do I invest that money to get back into it? And I was like, no. And after the way she did it, she didn't even get a lot of money for it. She took it to like half price, and they gave her like 5 cents on every Pop, when a lot of my Pops were like, $25, $50, something like that. But the first person I want to recognize is BKPHIPPS4. I don't even know how to say her name, but I do enjoy her videos, her attitude. She's really enthusiastic. She has a lot of energy. She's just a great person to watch. I show up in her channel every now and then, and and I do watch. If I show up in your video, that means I fully watched it. But I do like her channel, so if you do happen to check her out, tell her, Evil Mike sent you. Chop and Drop 2013, man, me and this guy have been commenting so much. I feel so bad. I thought I'd already subscribed to him, and I hadn't, and I finally did. There's a lot of people I thought I did. Maybe it's YouTube, maybe they unsubscribed, I don't know. I did that with Dank. For some reason, Dank I was subscribed to, and one day I looked on there and he wasn't subscribed anymore. I wasn't subscribed. I had to like resubscribe. It was, I don't know, it's weird. And I never I don't really unsubscribe to anybody. But Chop and Drop 2013, great guy. I love his comments, man. I'm sorry I didn't get all the emojis and stuff. I'm not emoji translator friendly. I get the ha's and the smiles and but as far as like trying to figure out what every emoji is, you're gonna have to give me some time. Last but not least, my guy, the Uncanny D-Man. I love his channel. I love his pickups. He supports me all the time, so why not? I'm gonna support Uncanny D-Man, man. I love the Uncanny D-Man. But if y'all go to any of these, hey, say the Evil Mike sent you, even if you're not into their channel, just show them some love for that moment. It helps us. Okay, this one's a whole nother story. So first off, Simple Simon. Simple Simon shouted me out this morning. I love Simple Simon. I thought he was another one I thought I was subscribed to. I've been watching him for a little while, and he didn't even know because I was using a different name. But I'm Australian. I don't have the accent. I've been in America my whole life, but I was raised there for a good little bit. I came back here. I've gone back and forth. If you know Christmas Island, that's where a big part of my family's from. But Melbourne, and specifically. But so anybody Aussie or Australian, I mean, it's you know, it's the accent. It's kind of like home or whatever. But I really love Simple Simon. I love his pickups, his chatter, especially in today's video that he shouted me out. It was such a great video. But so here you go, Simple. And I couldn't thank you enough for the shout out. And for BKPHIPPS4, she shouted me out yesterday. I think Uncanny shouted me out. I'm not sure if Chop and Drop, but I mean, I'm pretty sure him too. Okay, so remember, guys, if you go to their channel, please tell them Evil Comics sent you so they know that, you know, I'm shouting them out. I'm pretty sure these people will be in my channel anyways, so y'all will get to see it live. Okay, last but not least, I had one video and it got so many views and so many comments, and I didn't know why. I get a fair amount of views and comments, and it's kind of the norm, you know, and I like that, you know. I mean, it's not like I put out a video and I don't get nothing, which would be okay too. I mean, this is kind of, it started out as an experiment, and I love this. I'm making videos for y'all, doing reviews, being myself. The more, you know, I get comfortable with this, the more y'all gonna see me. There's impersonations, me being funny. This is like me in real life. I'm not like this with everybody. Y'all get to see a side of me that the world does not get to see. Some of my coworkers are subscribed to me, and they're like, "Why aren't you like this at work?" This is me getting comfortable with y'all, especially the community and viewers. And I know you're here for a reason in comics. So last but not least, I had this video and I got a whole bunch of views and a whole bunch of comments, and all the comments had the same thing. It said, "I believe in Carlos." Hashtag. So I checked out the hashtag "I believe in Carlos." It couldn't really find anything. It kept leading me in like a million different directions. A bunch of Christian singers, but nothing like in general. So doing some background kind of information, going over my analytics, trying to see if anybody had mentioned my name, and I did find one guy. I found one video that said he had mentioned my name, and I could not find my name, but there's a big reason. This video was 17 hours long. I don't even know how he did it. I think it's like a whole bunch of videos he pieced together. Now, I wasn't sure if they were like hate or like trolling me or something like that, because nobody responded to me. But that's what kind of led me into I didn't think they were trolling me, because I mean, they had the opportunity to engage with me personally and nobody did. I want to assume that this guy actually shouted me out. I don't know how he found me, but he shouted me out and he sent people my way, and their way of saying they were from him was that "I believe Carlos." I watched this video, and not all 17 hours, but I was trying to find my shout out in there. I couldn't find it, but I did watch a lot of his video. Now this isn't for everybody, and he's actually right up my alley. I mean, I listened to it for a while. He's not for everybody, so if you go to his channel, be wary. You know, like, spoilers be warned. He's not for everybody. He's very truthful, very honest. He's very out there. I would say he has a horror theme. Keep that in mind. But he is, "I hate my name," and that's basically it. "I hate my name." If you do go to his channel, I mean, say Evil Mike sent you, or put that "I believe Carlos," you know, hashtag. But I would prefer, you know, you tell him that I sent you, because the way I see it, this is some random guy that shot me out that didn't know me. I don't even know if he watched my video, because I've never seen any of his comments or anything in any of my videos. So this guy just randomly found me and shouted me out for, you know, maybe a good reason or a bad reason. I couldn't find out. I'm assuming it's a very good reason, because I did get a lot of views and comments. And even though they all said the same thing, they didn't comment back, it's still a view and a comment. I'll take it. So for this guy, you know, and he's not a comic guy. So for this guy to, like, at least I don't think so. I'm sorry, I hate my name but as far as I know, he was just kind of shouting out random people, you know, just spreading love in the YouTube community in general. And it wasn't even like comics, it was like sports and animation, photography. He was just, you know, shouting out people and sending his family that way, which I appreciate. I thought it was really cool. And I was actually watching his video, and people were like, "Oh, you're such a troll," and this and that, and he was like, "What are you talking about? I sent people your way, gave you views, gave you comments. They might have not subbed, they might have, but the option was there, you know. I sent them your way, and I love that. I mean, he's not even looking at a response. He does not even know that I found out this, because it took a little research to find this guy and to find out that he had shouted my name. But please, y'all check out all these guys, you know, even if you don't, you know, just show them some love real quick. I'll put all the posts, you know, the links down below so you can find them a little easier than trying to read my secret messages. But, man, I hope you have a great one. Go pick up some comics. What did y'all pick up? What did I miss? What are y'all excited about? Let's hear it, man. I love talking. I love reading all y'all's comments. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Y'all have a good day.